No, you can leave that on.
Just go for it.
What's up, guys? It's me, Andy, the Diaz Productions, professional boxer. 23 wins, 4 losses, 1 draw, and 1 no contest with 12 knockouts. I'm right here with Zay from War Fitness, one of the guys I work out with, getting my conditioning with. So I'm going to explain today the basics on how to confront a southpaw and what to look out for. So what everybody needs to understand first is a southpaw is a left-handed fighter, which means their power hand is with their backhand. This is their money shot. This is what they're looking for. Another thing people need to understand, the footing and the placement of the feet is very important. But when you're confronting a southpaw, they already know to get the angle on the outside of your foot. They're constantly moving to get themselves on the outside of the foot to land their straight left right down the middle. So this is what I see a lot of people do in sparring, is they'll let the southpaw go right, and then they'll attack the southpaw and fall in, and the southpaw is able to land anything he wants while getting an angle and shifting. And it's just a never-ending situation where the orthodox doesn't realize what's happening. So the first thing I like to do is, obviously on a southpaw, I like to get what's called hand positioning. So who's ever controlling the front hand usually is able to lead and come over the top either with the jab. Sometimes you're in your box stance, both you guys are in your box stance. You can come around with like a hook jab. It's not a jab, but it's not a straight hook. I like to do them on southpaws where I'll come right at an angle right over their lead hand. Another thing I like to do is a southpaw knows that you're gonna have to move this way. So we're both like fighting for the foot positioning because we both know. But this is a little advanced for beginners, but it's very key to understand. You can move the opposite direction. You don't have to like fight the foot. So I can move this way. Because now what's happening? He doesn't have his foot outside and I don't have my foot outside. We're on an even playing field. Like by me moving this way, it is the wrong way, but by me not letting him get his foot on the outside, it's fair play, it's even, it's whoever goes is gonna go. Now, it's good to do both, because obviously they're gonna read your rhythm. So at times, try to fight for the outside, and at times, try to move the opposite direction. Now, what you need to look out for though, is when you are moving the opposite direction, you need to know that that left hand is coming. So, with that being said, when they shoot the left hand, you need to understand your options. And you also need to make sure, is it coming straight? Is it coming as a hook? Is it coming as an uppercut? You need to be able to know what's happening. So what I like to do is keep my range while I'm moving to the right especially. I do not want to be here moving to the right because I'm going to walk into anything, whether it's a left. But from this far, I know he can't land his hook, he can't land his left uppercut. The only thing he's really gonna shoot, if he does shoot, by me staying so long and moving the opposite direction, is his straight left. And by then you can slip, you can do a half step out, you can pretty much counter his left hand at any time. So I will say the main things to look out for when you're first encountering a southpaw is your hand positioning and your foot positioning. If you do attack, make sure on your outside, and if you do want to move the opposite direction, be aware of the left hand, maintain your range, and pretty much try to bait him in, but don't fall in and give him the foot position. And that's what I see happen at a beginner level like all the time. Your feet are going to defeat your opponent when fighting a southpaw. Fast feet defeat, so don't forget that.